We're going to do a pre-trip today to show you how to use your sonar cord, and your sonar wand. Turn it on. Scan your badge. First thing you do. You got it. Press any button. Go to the right for pre-trip. Go back to the left. Go down to manual inspection. Go to the right. You want to be in zones. Go to the right. Now it's time to scan your bus. Front of your bus tag. Right on the front. You're going to check all your lights. You're going to check your windows. You're going to check mirrors. Windshield wipers. Make sure nothing is broke. You want to make sure your lights are on, your crossing arm guard is out, and your bus is not leaning. Everything is good. You want to hit yes, which is the green button. Move on to the side of the bus. You want to look at your entire side of your bus. This is going to be your first tab. Right here over your wheel. You want to make sure your stop sign is good. None of your windows are broken. There's no damage to the side of your bus. Your wheel is in good condition. It's not damaged. Lug nuts are not missing. All that good stuff. Everything's good. Hit the green button. Keep it moving. Rear of your bus. You want to check your tires. Your dual tires should not be touching. Nothing should be in between them. Same thing with the front. Good tread wear on the back. Make sure it's even. Check your axle. Make sure it's not leaking. Make sure your lug nuts don't have metal shavings or rust on them and that they're not moving or they haven't been moved. Check your door. I always want to open it and close it. Make sure it's good in case you have an emergency. And you hear that alarm. Listen. You want to check the back of your bus just like you do the front. Here's your tab. You want to check your lights, your reflectors. Make sure they're not peeling. Always make sure your tag is up to date. You want to make sure there's no leaking on the bottom of your bus, oil, coolant, or transmission fluid. And also make sure that your latches are latched in. Keep your engine door closed. Once all those are good, hit yes. Keep it going. Same thing with the rear tire on this side. Check it, same way you did on the other side. Tire, nothing should be touching. You can see your airbag suspension right there. You can see your leaf springs, lug nuts. You got your axle going on right there. Make sure it's not leaking. Make sure your seal is not leaking around your rim and that there's no damage to the side of your tire. Also over here, you check in the back of your bus. Make sure your windows are not damaged. Make sure the side of your bus has no damage. If it's good, crank it yes, keep it moving. Last one on the outside of the bus is your right front tire. Check it the same way you check the other tire on the left side. Lug nuts, the tread depth on it, your hub seal shouldn't be leaking, your lug nuts shouldn't be moved, no metal shavings or rust. You also want to check your fuel door. You need to make sure that this opens and closes. You need to make sure that you do have a gas cap and that it is tight and secure. Down there, you hit yes. Come to your door. You want to make sure your door opens and closes freely and that there's nothing hindering you from getting on your bus. Step up in your bus. Scan your first tab. This is your entering the bus tab. You want to check your body fluid kit. You want to check your first aid, fire extinguisher, your handrail, seat belt cutters, and everything else you can think about. Everything's good? Yes. Good job. We're going to turn our key on. It's already on. You want to take everything up top. Make sure there's no damage, no graffiti, and no dirt. No missing nuts, bolts, tight, secure coming from up there. Head on to the back of your bus. You want to check the backs of your seats. You want to make sure that they are tight and secure. You're also going to be looking for any items here left by children and any sleeping children. Come to the back. Scan your rear tab. This is the inside of your bus. Making sure all your seats are good. If you have graffiti on your seats, you put that in your Zonar. As you come back up to the front, you want to look at your hatches to make sure they're latched in. You want to check your emergency windows to make sure they open and close freely. You want to check your door to make sure it opens and closes freely. And on all of those, you should have an alarm that sounds. Got them. As you're coming back up to the front, check the bottoms of your seats to make sure they're latched down. If they're not, it's a little thing up under the seat. You just have to reach under there in the back and you can latch it back in. For you to drive, you adjust your left and right mirror. You adjust your student mirror so that you can see all your seats in the back. Alright, I'm going to start my bus to build my air pressure up between 120 and 140. Alright, now that my governor has cut off, I'm going to turn my bus off. I'm going to turn it back on. And I'm listening for my bell. Beep, beep, beep. Alright. I'm going to release my parking brake by stepping on my service brake and pushing the parking brake in. Alright, now I'm going to put pressure on my service brake and I shouldn't lose any more than 3 psi in 1 minute. Time yourself for a minute. Alright, now that that minute is up, I will start to fan my parking brake, and between 60 and 80, I should have a low air buzzer sound. Now that that's on, I will continue to fan my parking brake, and between 20 and 40, my air brake should pop back out. Parking brake should pop back out. Sorry. There you go. Alright, now I will start my bus back up to rebuild air pressure. And between 60 and 80, my low air buzzer warning should go off. And at this moment right here, I usually check all my other lights and indicators. So I got my full waves that been on, got my left blinker, my right blinker. I'm checking high beams. What's up? I'm checking low beams. Got my amber light indicator right here. My stop light indicator right here. I'm gonna check my fans. Make sure they working. I'm gonna check my radio. Make sure it's coming on. It's in trance. Check my defrost. I'm gonna check my floor heater. My air pressure is building. My volts should always read in between 12 and 14. Your fuel should have no less than a half a tank. Your RPM and MPHs, you can check those once the bus is moving. Your water gauge should rise to manufacturer specifications. Your oil gauge should immediately rise to manufacturer specifications. Check my rear heater in the back. It's on, I hear it. My dome lights, my heated mirror, my strobe light. Check all them while your air pressure is building back up. Alright, now that has stopped, once my air pressure reaches 125, my governor should cut off. Now that my governor has cut off, I can test my emergency parking brake. Put your foot on the brake, bus and drive. Gently press on the gas and the bus should not move. And it didn't. For you to test your service brake, you need to be moving at least 5 miles per hour. Step on the service brake and your bus should stop in a straight line. That is how you do your air brake test. Now you can finish with your wand. Scan your tabs. First one, air brake. I already did it. I know it's good, it's not leaking. I can hit yes. Next one, driver's seat area. Gauges, steering wheel, windshield wipers, windshield. Oh, that's right there. Yes. Last one. Yellow tab in the inside of your bus up there is your mileage. Put your mileage in. Right arrow moves the 10 spot. Up arrow moves the 1 spot. Back down when you're supposed to be. Once you're done with that, you hit enter. It's going to ask you to certify that everything you put in the Zonar is true. It'll beep at you if you don't do it long enough. All you got to do is hit yes. You're done with your pre-trip.